Night full of punters. The clock on the wall is 10:30 on Saturday night. I'm in a B&B in the kingdom of Kerry in Killarney, just off Muckross Road, a quiet place. Haven't stayed here before. Out of the traps early this morning because the hunger was at me. Nothing to eat last night. When I went to go out at 10 o'clock when it cleared, I noticed there was no door key on the key ring, and they hadn't given me the code for the front door. I know what it is now, but it's no good to me last night, and they were gone to bed. So it was a cup of black coffee for the first time in my life. Never will have it again. So the breakfast was, she was harshed into me fairly lively this morning, and good quality stuff it was, and the bread was good. Some of the old bread you get is rubbish, cheap bread in some of the hotels. And we headed for the cliffs of Moher at 8:30. Got in behind a few desperate drivers, a bus driver for a crowd in Galway, and he should not be on the road. I felt like picking up the phone and making a phone call at one point. We got out past him before I blew at him to let me out. He got the message and he pulled in, and there was about 30 cars behind me just before we went up the Corkscrew Hill. Actually, I got to the Cliffs of Moher at 10:20 and he arrived at 11:05. I seen him later. But you shouldn't be on the road. Terrible. And we went from there to, they were looking for food, so McHugh's wasn't open at the time, well, not open for lunch. So we went as far as Kilrush. Went into a place, Ilion, and they had picked it out because it had a 5-star rating on TripAdvisor. And I said I wasn't that hungry. I'd have the clam chowder. We don't have the clam chowder yet. And it was 1 o'clock. Whoever was to drop off the ingredients hadn't dropped them off. Imagine that on a Saturday. Like, why didn't they get them on Friday evening? I said, okay, no bother, I'll have soup. Don't have soup. Really? In a hotel or in a restaurant, don't have soup? I said, I'll have tea so and a toasted ham and cheese sandwiches. We don't do sandwiches. I said, just give me tea. And I asked for brown bread. It didn't come for 15 minutes. And I asked for a bit of jam. Never came. So I won't be going back there again. They were happy enough sort of with what they got. But we missed the 2 o'clock ferry then. And I had said to them that it was on every hour. I thought it had changed the 1st September. It was the 1st of October it changes. So I didn't go for the 2:30 because I wanted to go to some shop to get something stupid. So we got there 20 to 3, got to 3 o'clock. And it was 4:45 getting into Killarney, 10 to 5. So we were going to go to Celtic Step tonight, but it's not on a Saturday night, which is a pity because they have dinner booked in the hotel they're staying in. They're staying in the Killarney Park Hotel tomorrow night, and they don't want to rush it because there's a bottle of wine included, or wines, and so we know Celtic Step, so I might have a pint tomorrow night, but I'm a bit far for walking if it's raining or cold, so I came back. I didn't see a lot of racing today. The first race, actually, I couldn't get it on my phone. We were on the ferry at the time. Were we? The 2 o'clock. Didn't we get to 2 o'clock? Or we got to 3 o'clock? It wasn't on my phone anyway. Oh no, sorry. We're in the restaurant. The 1:15 race. I didn't see it until I watched the recording of the rerun tonight. But it was on none of the racing on apps on my phone. It wasn't handy enough treble T, so I got off to a good start. And Rosario ran a good race. I think if he had something to run at, he could have won. But the horse that won it turned in sunshine, and we didn't get it the last time. I forgot to put it up, and it would have been if I did, would have probably stuck with it, be a 3-time winner for us. But the ground at the Curragh wasn't soft as I expected. It dried out because I wouldn't have touched Anmat on drying out ground, but I thought it was soft. I ran a very good race. In fact, I seen that race this evening, 5:30, and Harbour Watch, the ground dried out for that. There was power money for that. That opened up 16s yesterday evening. it finished up, I think, 9-2 or something. Scandinavia, weren't we on Scandinavia at the time it was beaten? And it let us down for a good few pounds. Tin Bob Tony was isolated in Darway. I didn't see that race. I got a message immediately. Bad ride, went for home too soon. Can't know because I didn't see the race. And oh yes, Alakaze. That was 11-2 last night. There was a good bit of money for that one. And one well, I turned the form round on two other horses that had beaten it before. So not too bad, I suppose. The Nap won anyway and got us off to a good start. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is a name we all know day. I think this is the first time ever I've done this. When we go to the 2:30 first. 2:30 and 3 o'clock are two horses we backed last time. We back as black. That's it, coming here with the white hat. He was coming to win, you would have thought, and it looked that he just needed a run. He hadn't ran from April, so hopefully with a bit of cut he doesn't mind. So Indian Springs is the fav. Um, for an each way price, 13-2 in 5 places. In the 3 o'clock, another one that we backed last time. Pocklington. Another horse. Here he comes in those famous black. It's a peculiar horse to figure out, but there is a race in him. Two horses there. He wasn't afraid to go through the gap. He beat those two. He was blindsided the other side. Um, it's away from York where he had his last couple of runs. We checked the market. And there's an extra half a furlong there. Could be to his benefit as well. Back him each way as well. Do an each way double with them two books. On to the Curragh. Uh, our old buddy Lee's bit of information, but Greek Flower. I backed it yesterday evening actually at 33-1. What price is it now? 16s at best. But if you look at it, Nicola Burns is halved in price this evening. With beating Kike. Kike here was carrying 9 stone 4. And the ground was good, so it's not suited. 8 stone 8, so 6 and what, 10 pounds. And tomorrow, I don't know, I forget this is so fast. I'm using my left hand as well. Big Flower will be carrying 8 stone. Kiki is carrying 9 stone 9. So there's 13 pounds of a difference. And Kiki is up at the top of the market. And there's rain promised tomorrow in the east. And I said before he needs to get his toe in. So it's Jackson or Johnson to be in the places tomorrow. On to the 3:15. A horse that won for us the last twice. It tipped up there lately and it's taken out on the stablemate one. Goes well fresh, goes well with now it's a big step up, it's a 5-year-old. It's up against Asfura, twice a grade one in England. My mate Malfi didn't do much for the forms after last week, but it second by nose on soft. It does go well on cut on the ground. That was 12s earlier on this evening as well, and it's into drifting in though, because the exchanges will into 7-1 in places, paying 4 places, being each way play as well. Other horse here we know all about. It's in the ledger. Al Rifa, who was my antipode for the Arctic Triumph last year, and the ground dried out. I'm going to take him on with Illinois. I think Illinois is 1/6 miles 6 furlongs is optimum. If you look at second to Scandinavia winning today, second to Trawlerman in the Gold Cup, beating Al Kareem. But he's won over with cut on the ground, one in Longchamp. So the rain tomorrow won't be a problem. And Sumion, he'll treble today. Five to 2. Amalok undefeated there for Ray Beckett, Ross Ryan. Tight top marker there, but we're going for that one. Illinois, another buzz horse. We have another one here. Different colours this time, but one look. Must have sold it. Someone will tell me the price. It's Watson has it now. One for us in July. One look. That a song, isn't it? Paddy told me one all right. And we have one here, Glen to Glen. It's a big price. It was bought, moved from Jim Bulger. Second the last one. It's 12 to 1 shot to pay, and some of them are paying 6 places there. So I'll write up what my Napa next best will be. It'll probably be the two in England I'd fancy nearly the most, Back in Black and Pocklington. And Ireland, probably Illinois. We're heading to tomorrow. We're going the Ring of Kerry. So we're going in reverse. We're going anti-clockwise. Going clockwise, sorry. It's supposed to go the other way, but I do things different. So out to Rosscastle in the morning, on to Muckross House, and on to Kinmare, and they want to go to Sneem to buy a handkerchief. Imagine that. I hope they find it in some shop that someone bought something 30 years ago. So that could be closed down by now. Anyway, we'll see. Bash the bookies, over and out.